All right, so 6-4, we're talking about nth roots. Nth roots means we are going bigger than the value of a square root, which is the squaring without an index number here. We're also going to be looking at cubed roots, fourth roots, fifth roots, sixth roots, and everything else. On top of that, we're going to talk about the principal root. The principal root is the non-negative root. So when you take the square root or an even root of a number, you will have a positive and a negative. We're only going to look at the positive, and then the nth roots, like I said, is the inverse of raising numbers to the nth power. So raising a number to the nth power equals an answer. So taking the nth root gets us that number that we raised. So parts of a radical, you have your index. If there is not an index written, it is 2. If it is not 2, then we will denote it by 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth. You got your radical symbol. You have a radicand, which is underneath. And then this whole thing is called your radical expression. So simplifying. Really quick, if you have an exponent divided by the index, it equals your new exponent outside the radical. The remainder is the new exponent. If you find an even root of an even power, the answer is an odd power. You must put the absolute value bar is. Okay. So with that, we're going to look at these numbers. Looking at example number 1a, we have the plus and the negative of the square root of 100. So I'm going to break this down into the square root of 100 and the square root of y to the 8th. So square root of 100 is 10. And then here, since I know my index is 2, I'm going to take 8 divided by 2, which gives me 4. So I know that I have y to the 4th. And this is plus or minus. Okay. Jumping down here, 16. The fourth root of 16g, 16k to the 24th. 16, I'm looking for the fourth root, so I can do 16 to the 1/4 in my calculator and get the answer of 2. Or if I want to, I can do 16, break it down into 4 and 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. And I know that since it's the fourth root, I'm looking for groups of 4. That makes a single group. I can pull it out as a 2. So I'm looking at 2. 16 for the g divided by 4 equals 4. So I now know I have 2g to the 4th. And then 24 divided by 4 equals 6. So k to the 6th. And that would be my final answer. All right. Looking at these next two. Square root 49. U to the 8th. V to the 12th. Okay. 7. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. 12.
Couple more items here. Just remember lunch will be during block 2, period 3 and 4 today. See the yellow schedule posted around the building if you're not sure which ones you have. Aquafit classes period 7 and 8 meet in the Ox Gym today. So if you have Aquafit class period 7 and 8, you need to meet in the Ox Gym today. Thanks. Make it a great day.
So, u to the 8th, 8 divided by 2. I can't even do math right now. 12 divided by 2 equals 6, not the fourth root. So let's just start that one over. Square root of 49 is 7. 8 divided by 2 is 4, u to the 4th. 12 divided by 2 is 6, so v to the 6th. And throw that negative back in front because it's on the outside. All right. Looking at this one here. It's the quantity of y minus 6. And I'm looking at 8 divided by 2, which equals 4. So this is to the 4th. All right. Number E, letter E. Negative, square root of negative 1, square root of 16, square root of y to the 4th. This is I. This is 4. And this is y squared. So I'd have 4y squared I. Or you could have 4iy squared. Last but not least, the sixth root of 64, so 64 to the 1/6. And then I'll have 18 divided by 6, which equals 3. This is an odd number, so I'd be looking at the absolute value of 2y plus 1 cubed. Try that one again. My cube needs to be on the inside. And then 64 to the 6th root on my calculator. The quickest way to do that is you take 64, caret, parenthesis, 1 divided by 6, enter, and I get 2. So that would be 2.